In a world of gatekeeping, it's never quite fair.
So skate and scooter, the punks who care.
Not that good at games, but who the hell cares?
Now on with the show, we're glad you're here.
This is Geek Punk.
Geek Punk.
Alright, welcome back to Geek Punk. My name's Skaidris.
And my name's Scooter.
Still Scooter. Do you want me to give you like an overpronounced name, an oddly pronounced name?
Nah. Oh, yeah, I do actually.
I'll crack at it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just go. Right.
Yeah.
Scooter!
Okay. Scooter.
There
Was
you
it
go.
like that?
That's a good one.
It was pretty
Yeah.
close. I
Eyes
can replicate
closed.
straight away.
Eyes closed for like, to really emphasis. Scooter!
Yeah. Scooter. All right, yeah, that's me.
Skaidris is like, that's what my grandma would say.
Oh,
It was
that's
like,
cute.
Skaidris.
Yeah, well, my Scooter's not my birth name, so I guess.
Skaidris.
Yeah, you've got the thing like where you have a specifically unique name for a real name. You know what I mean? Like
This fucking woke shit, eh?
No, you're true.
Well, you know the weird thing about my name? We'll do the Fred Durst story after this one.
Yeah.
The Skaidris origin story.
Graffiti in Marseille, PS.
Graffiti in Marseille was it 5 minutes?
5 minutes, yeah, go.
So, Skaidris is actually like a weird name. It's a Latvian name, but it's a weird name in Latvia.
Fuck!
But the common version of it is Skaidra, which is the female version.
Yeah.
And so Skaidris is like obscure and like weird. So over here it's just like, wow, that's a weird name. But it's also that in Latvia. But not only that, but it's the same as like, it's like being like a man called Helen.
Oh,
essentially.
really?
Yeah, like
a
that.
boy named Sue.
Like it's like Skaidra is such a like common and very like female name there that it's like I've got
Like Sharon.
They would laugh at me essentially a lot of.
Wow, isn't that interesting that your
Yeah.
parents chose to name you?
But over here, because they thought they were going to have a girl and they wanted to name him Skaidra, but didn't say, all right, we'll just name
kinda
him.
like
We'll just
Kelly?
name the boy Helen.
Like
Yeah.
Kelly Slater kind of like has a man.
Yeah,
He's
I mean
a man
Kelly's,
with a
but
husky lady
but Kelly's that's known. That's known as a
now.
masculine and feminine. Yeah, more so now, but back in the day, it was
Oh,
it's a bit
shit.
odder. Yeah.
I'm a Steamer.
What's the steam, bitch? Okay, so Fred Durst. Tell me this Fred Durst story.
All right, so I was working at Next still, like
Yeah.
a Next and Bang Storylines, and we were running a pre-Soundwave party the year they were here, not too many years ago, I don't know, 5 years ago or something. And oh, bro, just stealing your shit.
I know,
bro.
you prick.
Damn. You're doing great, by the way. Anyway, I got a call, and it was like from a friend of mine who did the same job in Perth, and like a connection through a connection called. All the bands were in town before the festival, and classically every year they would come to party the night before the festival, like those that weren't playing really early sets, or those that did, and then they'd play hungover the next day, like they wanted to party. So we were the spot for that, the unofficial spot for that. So anyway, I got a call randomly, and it was like, Fred Durst is going to be there in 5 minutes. And I was like,
What do I do with that
and
information?
I was like, yeah, sick. Well, I was running the club then, and I was accommodating the people. I had like a VIP area set up for all people.
Right.
They had like free drinks with their with their laminates from the tour. So it was like anyone with the laminate, we just like looked after.
Right.
So even crew and stuff that came down, they were treated equally. You know, they got free drinks, all access, touring staff. Basically, we wanted it to be like family for
Yeah,
them.
that's cool.
Yeah, and anyway, just get that random call every now and again. You get somebody that's a bit bigger, like Limp Bizkit or one of the headliners or the larger profile acts. Yeah, and they were just like, hey, he's going to be there in 5 minutes. So I ran to the door and I was like, okay, formulate a game plan, get a specific area for them, all that sort of shit. And as I hang up the phone and step out, the van pulls up, like they're already there. Like the call came too late for me, and like his two huge like UFC big like security guards step out, and they're like, "Hey, you Scooter?" And I was like, "Yes." And they're like, "Yeah, we're here with Fred Durst. You need to walk us through the area. You need to show us this." So like, basically, he's like he's hired full-time security.
Yeah.
And I had to show them. It was amazing to see that level of like organization.
Right.
Like they needed to know the exits. They needed to know the ins and outs. If there was any danger, how all that stuff.
Right.
But I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Homeboy to rock up in a van with some cronies and like get wasted.
Yeah.
And but it was a really professional operation through and through.
Right.
Anyway, long story short, they rock up. I show him through all that shit. he comes and he's like, oh, hey, man, what's up? I'm Fred. I'm like, yeah, I know who you are, Fred. Great to meet you. My name's Scooter. Blah, blah, blah. Just get to chatting a little bit. And we set him up in this little area. And it was like private. But he was like, this is a bit like, I do want to hang out with people.
Yeah.
This is a bit too private. He goes, I don't need to be hidden. Yeah. And I was like, oh, dope, man, because some people want that. So we're like, all right, give us 5. Wait here, have a beer, and let's see what we can get for you. We basically just set up a booth next to the DJ. And this dude Veg was DJing back in the day. He was like one of the big metal DJs at the clubs. And he oh fuck, I'm slaying it! I can't believe my score!
It's alright, keep going.
We set up this spot in the metal room, and like Veg, the DJ, like Veg has a corn back piece. Like, not even kidding. He's a massive metal fan. And Fred Durst, I just bring Fred Durst. I'm like, hey, Fred Durst is going to hang out in your area. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm like, yeah, it's sick. Of course it's fine. Anyway, everybody was really starstruck because he's a big name.
Because it's weird.
Of course. So, anyway, super gracious crew. His manager was like, cool, can you hang out with Fred for a minute? I'm going to go cut a lap, invite some interesting people, and of course some, ladies and some extra hangers-on. Yeah. And people came and partied, and then it just became the area that all the artists kind of were like, oh, he's there, let's go over there. Right. And a bunch of people just like that room was just jamming all night afterwards. And we just got them like
a bucket for the nookie.
Yeah, oh bro, did they ever. We gave him like general hookups, like a bucket of Coronas, like a slab, a bottle of vodka. And he was like, oh man, is this for us? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, that's so nice, man. Thank you so much. I was like, no sweat. Like, as if, like, you imagine they just get looked after everywhere. Yeah. The same. But he was super, like, gracious about it. Nice. And then the next day, like, their manager, like, put me and Anna, like, true. Me and Anna, my boss at the time, put me and her on the door and, like, took us at the back, and we got to watch like from side of stage.
That's cool.
So it was that was a real moment for me. That's my only real big like blur moment. I met heaps of people. Like I hung out with Andrew WK personally.
Yeah,
that was before I got that tattoo of him because I just admired the fucker.
Yeah, he's crazy, bro.
And he proved that I was right too when I looked after him. He did a guest DJ set at Next one night when he was here for Groove in the Moo like a bunch of years ago. And the DJ set was fun, but it was just like, it ended up being like kind of a small thing. Like he just played in the party room. It was a quieter night. Like it just didn't work out the way, I don't know, somebody that's a super fan like me of Andrew WK, you'd imagine an Andrew WK party DJ set and you're like, oh my God,
that also sounds really sick. Like being
but it just didn't land that night. Sometimes just people don't come, and it wasn't because of him. It was just maybe a rough night. It was around Groove in the Moose, so people were extra broke. Like all these things go into play. But anyway, I was fucking stoked, and we hung out for a while. Like he was like, hey, if you got anything to do, man, feel free to hang out, have a beer. I was like, oh my God, like this is dope. But I'm not a sweater, so I came and went. It's really hard for me because I know I've worked around people. And I know that they don't want to have fan talks with people that they work with. So even if you are a fan, you kind of just have to be professional and get it done. And it is hard sometimes.
It's the most natural and best way to, like, even if you were to like want that sort of fan interaction thing, being professional. I think being professional is the best way of actually, like, if a lot of the time people are like, oh, I don't know how do I talk to them, how do I whatever.
Yeah,
it's like,
people freak out.
Like, if you just don't freak out and just talk to them like a normal person and just do what needs to be done or whatever, people will want to hang out with you
fully, man. But it's a thing though, because of media and the way like people are portrayed, people don't know. Like the general public doesn't know that a celebrity wants to be talked to as if they were a regular human, and they just want to be like, oh, thank fuck, I don't have to like worry that I have to be
a host
for you.
Yeah, I don't have to host and shit.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm not saying that I've got massive experience with celebrities, but those that I've met, I think that's the best way to do it.
True. I mean, we're old enough and gentlemen now that we've just encountered experiences ourselves where we've been starstruck and we have happened to just meet some people that we've admired and have interactions with them.
Did you have a starstruck moment that you were like, you didn't expect to get as starstruck as you did?
Yes, actually.
Same.
Okay,
yours?
I've got a couple. My starstruck things are always so obscure.
Same.
like it's never like famous people.
Fuck!
Like when there's like crazy famous people like in a club or something around, or I come in contact with, I don't ever like give a shit.
I don't
feel
care about
bad.
that shit either.
And like I can go up and like talk to them if I
never
need to.
paid
I have
for
a
a meet and greet
reason.
in my life.
No,
Like,
never.
Like I can't.
But the ones that I get are always like things that no one really should, because no one should know who they are. One of them was, I know you've seen me wear like, you know how I've got a lot of clothing that have Mega 64 on it?
Yeah.
They're another like YouTube
Yeah, they're
channel.
fucking sick. I've seen a little bit. But
They've been doing that shit for years, but they're like every fucking like PAX and these cons like around the world.
Yeah, sick.
And
merch,
they
too.
always, they're sick merch, and they always just have a booth, so they're always accessible in there. But I wasn't able to go up and talk to them properly. Like I did eventually like go up and say, "Hey Rocco, I'm a big fan." And then like that was it. But the other one was there was this show on Channel 31 like years ago.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
Oh, I'm a big fan. Yeah,
I'm a single mom with a daughter.
I'm a single mom with a daughter.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, it's probably not funny to laugh at, but like that was a funny line.
It was a funny one. Yeah, and there's on Channel 31 there was this show years ago called The Ugly Stick, and it was this comedy sketch show with I forget the names of some of like the people. Some of the people have gone on to do stuff.
Yeah.
But fuck me, it was so fucking funny. It was like Australia's version of Tim and Eric, and no one knew about it. It was on Channel 31. It was just like impossible. The next thing I would show everyone. Anyway, that was when I was living in like Brunswick, and they all lived in that like area. And I was out really wasted one time at this like at a gig at like Northcote Social Club.
Yeah.
And I fucking ran into like he played the character called Damo on it. I'm like I'm so sorry. I love your fucking show. Like, I watch it all the time. And like I was
that guy.
and I didn't know what to say. I was so wasted.
You didn't know that you were being like that way, or you were just like, I know I am, but I don't care right now.
I know for a fact I was definitely a bit bent at the time.
You were that guy.
Let's say. No, I was not in a condition
to be talking to
go up to someone that I like admired. I was not in a state, let's put it that way. And I went out, I was super aware of it. I'm like, don't come off like a freak. Don't come off like a freak. Don't come off like a freak. He's like, can I buy you a beer? Like, I just want to, obviously, I don't want to take up your time.
Oh, buddy.
And he's like, yeah. But then I like bumped into him again, like at another pub, like a few weeks later. But I was sober enough then to be like, I'm sorry about last week. And he's like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, I'll just go.
And then, my one was the singer of that band Hello Goodbye. It was super brief. I was at the show and I love Hello Goodbye. His name's Forrest, the singer. And he was like just standing like a meter, 2 meters away. And I was like, if this becomes natural, I'm going to tell him that I appreciate what he's done. I appreciate the music that he writes. And he kind of turned around and just faced me, and I was stepping at the same time. And I went and I was just like, hey man, I'm really a big fan of your music. And he goes, excuse me? And I was like, I like your band, bro. Have a good night. Looking forward to the show. I was just like sleeping off. Like I was out of there. And I felt like such a dick after. But at the same time, I was just like, oh, I didn't expect my breath to be gone when I opened my mouth. Yeah. I went to say hi, and it was just like, I really admired him. And I listened to all the records and shit. And I was just like a big fan, and was just like really one of those times. So I was just like, I really like your band. He's like, excuse me? I'm like, fuck, I have to speak louder now. I like your band. Bye.
I really like your band.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart. That's nice. Yeah, I'll let everybody know. We haven't done anything in a while, but it still exists. The music exists.
Let me give you a little sample of Scooter's band, Strickland. You're going to get a quick little sample of it now. There you go. That was all you get.
Okay. Well, that's great.
There you go. That was a plug. Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
We've done like 150, 160 episodes. I guess you deserve like a bit of a plug.
I guess I'll have to put us on Spotify now.
Yeah.
Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for hanging out and listening to all of our stories.